It's Richard Items' own day. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And I know it's been a minute. And I know you're gonna need some damn directions. So let me help you out. Because y'all need a landmark. We all need landmarks. It helps us out. It's late in the evening. Might have had a few of something, many things. Fuck, who knows? It's not my business to get in your business. But it's just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner. Ask my man Joe. He's draped in silver and black. He's a gentleman. He's a scholar. But he's a man of commerce. Slip him what you should. My man's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the damn street minding your own goddamn business, a cool breeze is gonna hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core, and you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're gonna find at the end is a very special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. Somebody took something from me, and I'm here to get it back. It's been a minute. A lot of things have happened. The return to greatness is upon us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, we'll get to the unlawful silencing and all that bullshit later. But let's get to the fact at hand. That is where the current stand of Raider Nation is. We're 3-2. The Queefs have now dropped 2 in a row. And all of that talk about, how unbeatable they were, and the next incumbent after the Patriots. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I said it all off season. There will be a fall off. There's tape on Mahomeless. And we've already been doing our due diligence at Raider Reaction, and y'all have been helping us already. I mean, we did up the little Mahomeless voodoo doll already. I mean, we've been ahead of the game since off-season, preseason. So, we knew he was going to catch up. That wicked voodoo that we do. So, it was just a matter of time. You know, they stuck his douchebag ass on the cover of Madden, so you knew the shit was coming round. It was just a matter of time. Now, everybody wants to crawl up my ass when I come out and say something wrong. So, y'all give me some props when I say something right. I said all motherfucking offseason the Chargers were going to fall off. It was the end of the fucking Phillips Rivers show. He's going to take his ass home to his fucking Brady Bunch ass house with his motherfucking bolo tie and his fucking 30 kids, and he's done. He's done. Go right off into the fucking choker sunset. He's peaked and he's on the way down. The Donkeys, hey, they won 2 in a row. Congrats. You know, you've stuck your nose up out of the dumpster so you can breathe a little bit. But that's about as far as you're going. That's about as far as you're going. So let's not get excited. You're still dumpster bait, okay? You are what you are. You know, fucking Elway thinking Flacco's an elite quarterback and you're going to drag his fucking retreaded ass over and he's going to be the next answer? Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles could see that was trash from fucking miles away. Trash move, trash signing, desperation after the Case Keenum experiment. Now you're just going to throw fucking money at somebody else too? Fuck. Smooth move. Mahomeless is beat up. Doesn't have all of the weapons he used to have. Doesn't have a strong defense on the other side of the field. And what did we say about the Raiders' schedule all the way through the first part of the season? I've been preaching it. Head above water. That's all we got to be. Head above water going into the bye week. We got this nasty road trip. You were in 3-2 or 2-3 heading into the bye week. You were fine. You just couldn't be 1-4. And we are at the high end of that. We were 3-2. That was my best case scenario for us going into the bye week. And we hit it. And we hit it in the best manner possible because you come off of 2 wins. You come off of 2 wins going into the bye week, and not only 2 wins, you went all the way to fucking London and got it done across the pond. You get to come all the way home. You're feeling great. 2 wins. You get to chill at home, and now you get to go to historic Lambeau Field and fucking break it off in some Packer ass. That's what's about to happen. Did you watch the game last night? I watched the game in-depthly, and if the referees didn't put on fucking yellow and green, the Packers don't win that fucking game. Don't win that game at all. The fucking hands to the face calls were fucking horrible. I mean, come on. My kid's sitting there watching like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, it was terrible. Terrible. And, I mean, sure, why don't you just hand Aaron Rodgers a fucking game-winning drive? Why don't you just hand it? Gift wrap that shit and just give it to him. The Packers did not look like world beaters. They did not look like anything. They looked like a team that needed to have a win handed to them. They barely broke 20 and had a win handed to them at home. These guys aren't fucking world beaters. This ain't Favre's Packers. This ain't the Packers from years ago when Rodgers was at his peak. This is a team scabbed together with a new coach that's just trying to figure out what the fuck works. This ain't the juggernaut. You can look aside from that record. That record's pretty and all. But when we come there, we're coming there to tap that ass. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen this week. I think we are coming in solid, hot, and... Well, let's look, shall we? Because I like to touch on... Because we got to have a parameter, a gauge for how the world perceives the Raider Nation and how we're moving up. And I gotta say, let me just stop before I touch on that. And of course, well, always and forever, fuck the Chiefs. I'd just like to stop, and many of you have said, thank you, each and every damn one of you that is here. It has been a fucking hell of 2 weeks. We've been silenced. I don't even know what to say. It's fucking against freedom of speech. It's against everything. I have no idea what we did to get silenced. But to each and every one of you that have messaged the page, sent us messages on Instagram, Twitter, fucking started hashtags. All you guys are fucking awesome, and that's the reason, man. I tell you what, coming on here and getting to hang out with you guys every night, it's like not being able to do it for the last 2 weeks has been painful, and the hype team knows it. They've been in the chat, and it was driving me insane not being able to, because it's basically just like somebody took something from you, you know, and it's bullshit to have somebody, you know, come on, man, I'm fucking 44 years old. I don't have shit taken from me. You don't reach out and take shit from me, I'm gonna dot your fucking eye you try to take something from me. So to have somebody take something from me, just without even knowing what I did. Now, I know I broke a rule, shit. I don't break rules. I throw the motherfuckers on the ground and hit them with a sledgehammer and shatter the fuck out of them. I know I've done bent, broke, shattered every Facebook rule there is, but at least tell me what I did. That's all I got. But to each and every one of you, man, you guys fucking kick ass, and Raider Reaction is back. We just got to do things a little, work around the rules a little bit, and we ain't going nowhere, man. You can't stop this fire from burning. Fuck them motherfuckers. Oh, by the way, we're rated MA, and we even post it Facebook. We ain't hiding. What's up, Jack? You're welcome, man. Each and every one of you. Now, we are starting. This was like our little test run tonight. So I'm gonna drop in and do Black Friday this week, because we gotta get up on a classic Packer beatdown to get ready for this beatdown this weekend. And then we got a halftime show for you guys on Sunday, and then I will be live directly after the whistle blows for the final post-game reaction. And then next week we're back solid 100% all motherfucking week, Monday through Friday, same Raider time, same Raider channel, and we're back in business, and it's up, we're going, and it is what it is. Now, if you want to get, we've got to trim back what's on the page a little bit, so it makes it even more important for you to be in our exclusive Raider Reaction group, The Dark Side. So go click on that group tab and go join The Dark Side, the official group of Raider Reaction. Get your ass in there, because if you haven't joined The Dark Side, it's the real, raw, uncensored. It's where you can speak your mind about what's going on with the team, and it's really an open forum. It's about as good open forum as you're going to get in Facebook land. And if you haven't checked out our official sponsor, check it out, check it out, check it out. All kinds of Raider gear on there. You can get them 60th anniversary patches, all kinds of flags. Use that Commish 81 at checkout. Get yourself 20% off your order. The official sponsor of Raider Reaction. Check it out, check it out, check it out. So, like I said, I want to get to something that's kind of a barometer of where we're at. You know, I know power rankings are, you're like, oh, fucking power ranking. Yeah, I know. They don't mean shit, but it's a barometer of how you are perceived by a large group of people. And so it's still the worldwide leader in sports. At least that's what their fucking moniker says. So I've chosen the ESPN Power Rankings as the one I go to weekly, because you can't switch rankings. You got to pick which one you're going to go with for the season and go with it, because you know every fucking ranking's a little different. You drive yourself insane. So I go with the ESPN one. We started down, you know, in the low 20s, and we've crept our way up. Now in week 6, they had us at 21. The Raiders jumped all the way to 18 on the NFL Power Rankings, and we didn't even play. We didn't even play. So somehow we got better without even playing. We moved up 3 spots in the power rankings and didn't even take a snap. that tells you what the state of the NFL is right now. The state of the NFL is in flux right now. You've got the New England Patriots who have shown they are not what they used to be on offense at all. They have a solid defense, but they are not what they used to be on offense. And you're starting to see a little bit of that last season Peyton Manning creeping into what you're seeing with fucking Shady Brady out there. Starting to see a little bit of tinge in the armor there, a little bit of rust here and there. And they're playing nobody. They got the Dolphins, the Jets, and the fucking Bills. They have the easiest schedule in the NFL, and they're the defending champs. I mean, what the fuck kind of garbage is that? That's not the way it's supposed to work out. But, you know, when you're stroking Roger Goodell, that's how it works out. You know, when you're sharing bathhouses with Roger Goodell, that's how it works out. So, that's your cream of the crop in the AFC. Then you start looking at your second tier. Who's fighting for that number 2 seed? Because the Patriots are getting the number 1 seed, man. If they don't get the number 1, they're getting the number 2. So there's only one first round bye up for grabs this year in the AFC. I don't care. They're going to get it. They've got 6 wins in their pocket already just in division. They got the easiest schedule. It fucking is what it is. I mean, I call a fucking spade a spade. It is what it is. And you look at, so who's the next team? The fucking Queefs? Really? I mean, you just saw them get fucking smacked around the last 2 weeks by Jacoby fucking Brissett? Seriously? And these guys are elite? Nah. Wait, the Texans? Come on, the paper-mache motherfuckers won't make it to the end of the season intact. They'll lose an appendage somewhere along the line. Like, fuck a leg. Guaranteed. Who's behind them? The fucking Colts? So, this is where you get where I'm driving out here? You pick it up when I'm laying down? This is why we moved up. Because the world's starting to see, like, fuck. Raiders just went to London, man. We hyped up that Max shit. They played that story. They fucking milked that motherfucker as much as they could. I was getting sick to my fucking stomach about hearing about fucking Khalil Mack coming up to that London game. Oh, Khalil Mack's got this one circled. Khalil Mack's he's going to take it out on the Raiders. He's pissed off at Gruden. Yeah. Was he there that day? Did he make it past customs? Because I don't remember seeing him too much. That's part of the reason he didn't get a paycheck and his ass got sent packing. Because he's a huge part of a team, but he's not the part of a team that's going to take you to a Super Bowl. You know, Brian Urlacher, for years, I heard was the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread at fucking linebacker on defense for the Bears for the better half of a decade and a half. And how many Super Bowls did he win? As great a linebacker as he was, he couldn't lift Rex Grossman to fucking greatness. You know, I don't care if Khalil Mack is wearing a Bears uniform now. That doesn't make him the fucking 46D. Okay? It just doesn't. This isn't the 85 Bears now, just because you added Khalil Mack to it. And if you haven't noticed, Khalil Mack has these games sometimes that are just like statistical. You're like, holy fuck, the guy got a strip sack, he did this, he did that, he fucking ripped the quarterback's head off and beat him with his arm, you know, and then 3 games he'll do nothing. I don't ever want to hear his name again. You know, once a Raider, always a Raider. I got a fucking jersey hanging up, you know, and someday I'll embrace him for what he was when he was here. But right now, man, we ain't gonna see you again for another 4 fucking years. You ain't gonna see you again for another 4 years. We don't play the Bears again on schedule for another 4 fucking years unless we meet you in the Super Bowl, and there ain't no way in fucking hell that's gonna happen. Not with Trubisky behind the fucking quarterback. Yeah, I said it right, Trubisky. With him behind the fucking, under the center, no. No. No way. You guys ain't the 85 fucking D. the 46D from the 85 Bears. And that motherfucker ain't Jim McMahon. So, no. Good luck with all that. But that shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening. So I don't want to hear that name again. That name's done. And if you're not watching what's going on with the fucking Cowboys, I don't want to hear about Amari Cooper again either. Alright? Because he's not lofting his fucking team to greatness either. I heard that last year. Oh man, boy, I can't believe you guys gave up on Amari Cooper. Yeah. So long, sucker! I kept saying, you wait. Yeah, I yelled Coop many a times too, motherfucker. But you wait. Old Stonehands is you're gonna be motherfucker in that guy someday. Bet your ass, and it's gonna be at a bad time. And guess what? Cowboy fans are all sitting out there fucking stone-faced now. They don't know what to say. Fucking Jets. Lost to the fucking Jets. Ha ha! Jets, Jets. Sorry, motherfuckers. Yo, I love bye weeks when you got bye weeks like the Jets beating the Cowboys, the fucking Queefs losing, the Chargers getting their fucking stadium invaded. It was just so much goodness for a game without the Raiders on Sunday. It was just glorious. It's just one of those. That's what I'm saying, man. The Raiders moved up the fucking power rankings 3 spots and didn't even fucking play. That's a good Sunday. Alright? That's about the best fucking bye week you can have. Fucking bring on Lambeau Field. We'll whoop your ass on the frozen tundra, you fucking sorry looking green and yellow motherfuckers. Who the fuck picks green and yellow? That's almost about a combination as fucking red and yellow. I mean, you got it. You guys were one of the initial teams. You had like the entire color palette to choose from. And you picked green and fucking yellow? Seriously? Seems like a bad choice. Just saying. Green and yellow? Nobody looks good in green and yellow. Nobody. You know, like couches in the 60s. I don't know. It's fucking atrocious. Fucking Packers. Whatever. Fucking Packers. Fuck the Packers. I got the Raiders by 2 touchdowns. I got your over-under at 10, and I'm taking the fucking over. I think this is a game. I said it going into the Colts game. After you came out and you looked like absolute fucking ass. You absolute ass against the Vikings. A game that you should have been embarrassed to fucking tuck your tail between your legs and hung your head and fucking in shame. I said that the Colts game had to be a statement game, and it was. And I said coming into the London game that this game was personal and you had a chance to go in there and shut everybody the fuck up, because the entire narrative going into that game was going to be one thing and you knew it. They were going to shove it down your fucking throat. It was going to be the Khalil Mack revenge game. Khalil Mack, greatest defensive player since sliced bread. Greatest thing since the wheel. He's mad. He circled him on the calendar. You knew it was going to be all of that shit. So, fuck that. You go in and you handled business the way you handle business. Now, I got a little sloppy there in the second half, man. I keep saying it and I keep saying it. You got the knife on the fucking throat, man. Slice it. Quit stalling. Like, oh, should I cut him? Yeah, cut it. Quit stalling. Like, the first half, they had it right there, man. It was right at... And then they, like, come out, like, let's... No, fuck that. You go. Ha! Remove the head. That's what you gotta do, man. At some point, I want to see that... just that one extra level of nasty. Just turn it up just a little bit. Yeah, just a little. That's what I want to see. Just a little. Oh, Oh, shit. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, well, there hasn't been shit happening there for the last 2 weeks either. But there's going to be starting tomorrow. So go follow us on Instagram. Follow us on the Twitter. Myself and the RAIDER Reaction Hype team, we're about to kick the fucking door back in starting tomorrow. And we'll be full slate of shows again starting next week. We'll be all of our shows associated with the game this week, the halftime show, my post-game reaction, all that shit's back. We're back. We're in full force again. And, you know, we have one thing to say. What you did to us and what you can do, that's all we got to say about that. Moving on. So what do you think about your 2019 Oakland Raiders? The last ride in Oakland. What do you think, Raider Nation? How do you feel about this Packer game? How do you feel? I want to see it in the comments, man. Do you feel good? Do you feel that this is a game? You just watched these guys on Monday Night Football. Everybody watched them. You got them coming on a short week. Of course, they're at home, but we're fresh, man. We're fresh. We're feeling good. You got Josh Jacobs on 2 weeks rest. This kid's going to come in and fucking gut this Packers defense. That is my prediction. I don't think you have a gigantic stat line for Derek Carr in this game, but you've got one for Josh Jacobs. I think this is a century mark game for Jacobs. He can absolutely gut this defense, and I think you're going to see a big game out of this kid, man. He's had 2 weeks to rest, and he's only gotten better every fucking game this season, and he's coming back on fresh legs. Now, of course, the big question mark is who's catching the ball? Who's catching the ball? Now we went out, we get Zay Jones. Now he's had a little action over there in Buffalo, not a ton. Came to the league 2017. 27 receptions, 56 last year. Had 7 coming in to the trade. So you're coming in with 7 receptions. And you're automatically our number 2, basically, on the depth chart across the field from Tyrell Williams. You're going to be out there with Renfro, Trevor Davis, Keelan Doss. We're thin a little bit at wide receiver. Obviously, we don't need to talk about what happened in the offseason. That's all in the past. Fuck that shit. Fuck that guy. It is what it is. But this is a young team, man. There's just something about when you start to see a team gel a little bit. And this is what I've been saying. And I've been saying it all offseason, that I believe the story of the 2019 Oakland Raiders is written during the season in how they grow and progress through the trials and tribulations that happened to them in this season. I completely believe that all along, because this is a young team, and this is a team that is very, very new on both sides of the ball coming into the season. Complete roster overhaul. Complete. Not even the same team. So it was going to take time. And the fact that you've already seen a team now beat. And hey, man, call the Colts what you want, okay? Call them what you want. Call the Bears what you want. But both those teams are on the fringe of being playoff contenders. The Bears were playoff contenders in the NFC. The Colts, they're in the conversation this year because we just talked about it. Who's the next step down? You don't know who. You're looking at the top. Name the top 6 teams in the AFC. Please, go ahead. It's going to take you a fucking minute, okay? Who you got? The Chiefs? The Texans? I'd throw the Raiders in there. The Chiefs, the Texans, you gonna tell me fucking Captain Mustache and the Jaguars are one of your top 6? You putting the Colts in there? Who else? You got Texans, Chiefs, Patriots. We're in there. Chargers are out. Broncos are out. Titans, fuck. They're changing quarterbacks already. They're done. Dolphins are done. Bengals are done. Lions, the Browns, fuck. Jesus Christ. Go sign a couple more guys. That's going to help. Let's stick a bunch of fucking egotistical... yeah. Good luck with that, man. Like, that offense was ever going to fucking work. Can you jam any more egos behind the fucking center? I don't think it's possible on that side of the ball. No. There's not enough room there. That was never going to succeed. Never going to succeed. So, everybody that thought they were a fucking a contender this year, yeah, okay. Whatever you're smoking, pass that shit on over here, man. Because that's apparently good shit. So, that's why the Raiders moved up 3 spots in your power rankings this week. Because nobody knows. The Ravens. There's a team you're talking... Thank you, Chris. Ravens still are a threat. They're in the conversation. You could throw them in the top 6 for sure. Do you throw the Steelers in there? I mean, they looked pretty good the other day, but you know, that's what I'm saying. There's just so many teams in the AFC that you're all right there. Like who's gonna pull ahead? We're all right there. It's just that time of the season. So to be 3-2, and you know what? I wouldn't even lose my mind because we when I go back to where I had us now, Big L, myself, Prime, we all did our way too goddamn early season predictions, and we all made our picks. We all had us going into the bye week at Prime had us going in at 2-3. Big L and myself both had us going in at 3-2. We all had us getting there in different manners. None of us had it right, but we had the records right. And all 3 of us had the Raiders in the playoffs at the end of the season. I had them in at 9-7 as a wild card. Prime and Big L both had them in at 10-6 as a wild card. So, over the next 2 games, I had us going 1-1 and sitting at 4-3. And I feel that the end of this season is where you see when you start to hit these chunks of home stretch, and this is where you're going to start to see this team really gain tread, man. When they're at home, they've got the black hole behind them. They've got Raider Nation there. You're starting to now see a team that in the late runs of a season is in it and in contention. And these guys are contenders and they're alive. And the Oakland fans and the Raider Nation fans are going to go fucking insane at the end of this season. And you're going to start to see the rise that we've been waiting for. I feel it. I feel it's coming. The story has yet to be written for the 2019 season. Crazier things have happened. Kevin, crazier things have happened. We've seen 7-9 teams make the playoffs before. Crazier things have happened. I had us at 9-7 and in the playoffs, rattling off 3 straight wins at the end of the season. And I believe our destiny goes through Kansas City. I still think I had them picked. Now things are changing a little bit. The landscape of things over the past few weeks. So I had them picked originally to win the division and us to take the wild card. And I believe that there's a damn good possibility we end up having to face Kansas City in the playoffs. And it could possibly be in Kansas City. And I believe there's a good possibility our playoff future and our destiny goes through Kansas City. They're our nemesis. We're going to have to vanquish those motherfuckers at some point. It's without a fact. Have to take care of business with those guys. 100%. I believe you, Carlos. I believe you 100% that we can win in Arrowhead. This team just proved over the past 2 weeks. You went to Minnesota on the road and started this epic road stretch, absolutely getting fucking freight trained. You got bitch slapped. You got slapped around by a team that I think is a borderline playoff team. Yeah, that's great. Stephon Diggs caught 3 touchdowns this last game, and Kirk Cousins was throwing all around. That's great. Kirk Cousins is good enough. He's going to have that game every few games. But then he's going to have a hell of a lot of clunkers, and he's going to suck on the other ones. I don't believe in that guy, and I think he's a waste of fucking money. But whatever. I think they're a fringe playoff team. So when you go there and you start your epic road stretch with a clunker like that, an embarrassment, and then you come out and you take down a Colts team who was hot, man. Hot all season. Everybody was talking about him. Their quarterback retired, the franchise quarterback, and holy shit, look what Brissett's doing, and these guys are all together believing. Oh, they believe. Took care of that. And nobody thought, oh man, Khalil Mack, oh, have you seen what Mack's doing? He's a game changer, he's this and that, he's pissed, he's got a circle on the calendar. He wasn't even a factor. And we came out and we're fucking smacking him around in the first half. We let off him a little bit. So like I said, we should have continued cutting the throat. Let it off a little bit and, waited to finally sever the head in the second half. But I want to see more of that killer instinct. Just go for it. So you've got a team on the rise here. It's just the moving parts a little bit concern me at the wide receiver position. But I don't know, man. Here's something I wanted to point out. Because I got to looking at some stats. And I was looking at Derek Carr's stats. Now, Derek Carr had a quarterback rating in the greatest year of his career, 2016. He ended with a quarterback rating of 96.7. Solid year. I mean, we all remember the year. It was the great year. 28 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Fabulous year. Won't forget it, man. Just under 4,000 yards passing. And this year, surprisingly, through 5 games, he has the exact same quarterback rating. Exactly the same. 96.7. Now, in that year, he threw 63% completion percentage. So far, through 5 games, he has bested that by 10%. He's thrown 73% completion percentage. 6 touchdowns, only 3 picks. So, what Raider Nation is not not all of you guys, because you guys are intelligent. You're here watching Raider Action, so I know all of you guys are intelligent Raider fans, so you're obviously not the ones I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the ones that I see in groups and making these stupid comments and think that it should be like fucking Madden every time we step on the field and just light up the scoreboard. And as much as we would love to see that, and you will see that from time to time, that's not exactly what this team's built to do. As you see by now, finally, we have our offensive line back intact. Welcome back, Gabe Jackson. Welcome back. Thank you. With him, Richie Incognito out of suspension. He's not currently in the business of cutting anybody's heads off or busting up in funeral homes. So we've got our entire full tilt in front now of Josh Jacobs. And man, if you haven't been watching this rookie fullback, you're fucking missing some action. This kid is one of the unsung heroes of this offense right now. And if you haven't been watching Alec Ingold, you are missing out. This kid is fucking good. And he's part of the reason Josh Jacobs is putting in work and getting in the end zone, because this kid's helping fucking open holes ahead of him. This is a solid kid, and having him and the entire offensive line in front of him, this is a run-first offense, 3 and 4 yards in a cloud of dust, get it to short yardage on 3rd down. We've got a deadly accurate quarterback who's great at short yardage, who's great at just moving the chains and getting you down the field. It's a control the clock, grind it, beat you up. It's a different kind of offense. This isn't a light it up, put a bunch of points on the board. We don't have those weapons. That's not that type of team. You can take those shots. You got Waller. You've got your times. You've got your weapons. But man, this is Josh Jacobs' team right now, as much as it is Derek Carr's team. These two right now are joined at the fucking hip, and Raiders' success goes through these guys. You're right, Jason. The tight end, the blocking of the tight end, just the tight end play has been phenomenal. You got the rookie, Josh, that's come in. He's been huge. The tight end play has been phenomenal. Waller, so you've got a guy in Derek Carr. He's got So statistically, he's already over 1,100 yards passing through 5 games. He's got 73% completion, 6 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, 96.7 quarterback rating. That's not too bad. Not too bad through 5 games. I'll take that. So now, you go to Green Bay. Lambeau Field. Fuck that place. You sit on bleachers. Fuck nostalgia. I don't want nostalgia for 3.5 hours to sit on your fucking hard-ass fucking bleachers. Give me a nice seat, motherfucker. It's 2019, you fucking shithole-ass stadium. Don't tell me about nostalgia. Upgrade that bitch. Nobody wants to pay $300 some for a fucking ticket. Sit on a goddamn hard-ass bleacher. No. There's nothing nostalgic about that. At all. Fuck that shit. So, the biggest concern, I would say, that I've heard is a linebacker. And that would be since Burfict got suspended for the year. And of course, typically, and I called it. I seen it this morning as soon as it was released, and I was almost wanted to set my timer to see how long it was going to be from the time that Zach Brown got cut till he was on any Raider group saying, "Hey man, should we pick him up? Let me put up a poll. Should we pick up Zach Brown?" So a team who's still completely relevant in the 2019 season decides to cut a guy after 6 weeks. And you want to go grab him up. Just because why? Curious. You don't think there's some reason they set him on the curb? I mean, you usually don't find pristine items set out as trash, do you? Oh, look at that couch, honey. Let's take that home. No. Just because somebody came on the market doesn't mean you should buy them. Okay? I'll pass on that guy. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's come on. We're respectful, folks. Members of the Raider Nation. Let's not dig through trash. Let's leave other people's refuse alone. That stinks. Sorry, Zach Brown. Ain't no chicken fried going on here, motherfucker. Get on down the road. If you haven't followed us on Instagram and Twitter, you need to do that. Starting tomorrow, we'll be back on there. We've been silent on there. We've went ghost because of our social media fucking restrictions. Check out our official sponsor. If you haven't, check them out. They've got those 60 anniversary patches, all the fucking hot flags, all kinds of shit there. They got that hot-ass Bo Jackson shirt that I had on a couple weeks ago. And use that Commish 81 on your way out the door. Save yourself 20%. Save some of that cheddar. So, you can go get you something. So, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you click on the group tab, Raider Reaction. The hype team is running the dark side now, the Raider Reaction dark side. So make sure you go check it out. The dark side awaits. Check it out. Click on the group tab, the official group of Raider Reaction. Come to the dark side. It's real, raw, uncensored. It's not one of them fucking groups where every time you post something, admins tap you. You can't say that. You can't say fuck. Man, that's a little bikini she's wearing. No, we don't care about that shit. No. It's all good. It's all good. It's real, it's raw, it's uncensored. It's a group like you really want to be in. So, click on the group tab, come to the dark side, join a real, raw, and uncensored group with a sect of Raider Nation that I think you'd want to be a part of. Join that, and while you're there, check out Prison City Raider Nation as well. Join that out too. A solid group of Raider Nation brothers from New York State. Join them up as well. Members of the hype team are in that, running that group and in their hierarchy as well. ReACTION hype teams everywhere. You guys just don't know. Just because you see, just because you see me, there's a whole team of people behind me that help me with this and what we do as a team at ReACTIon. So it's not just me. I'm just the asshole with the big mouth that sits up here every night. And but there's a whole other team behind me that helps out and does what we does. So does what we does. Does what we does. Does what we do. Because this is what we do. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you. Starting next week, at the end of every show, we're going to start giving back to you. We're going to do $1 raffles. At the end of every show, we're going to have one lot. At the end of every show, we're going to raffle it off. And everybody that's got a raffle ticket, I'll be advertising the raffle tickets the entire show. And you can buy them live the entire show. And when I get right up to the end, I'll take everybody's name that's in there. We'll throw it in the hopper, and I'm going to give away something at the end of every show next week, starting Monday, going all the way through Thursday. It's hard to do on Black Friday because we're doing the thing. So Monday through Thursday, we will be giving stuff away for the next couple weeks, every week. And I've got a lot of shit from our sponsor that they've given us. We had all the stuff that we were ready to give away before they shut us the fuck down. And I think that's a nice segue.
What?
Yeah, I said a nice segue into a little segment that I like to call my WTF. Some of you know, some of you don't. Some of you care, some of you won't. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Just so everybody's up to speed on what was going on. We were barraged with messages on Twitter, Instagram. Our page was taken down on Facebook, was removed temporarily on Facebook. For weeks we were under restrictions that didn't allow any posts from our page to reach anybody's news feed. We were basically turned into a website. Unless you went and searched for ReACTIon and clicked on us and came to see what was on the page, you weren't going to fucking see it. They banned us from reaching anybody's news feed. They basically systematically silenced us without really silencing you. I could have came on here and done a show. Nobody would have known I was doing one. I would have been sitting here talking to my fucking self, and it wouldn't be able to be shared. It would have went nowhere. It literally would have reached like maybe 5 to 10 people. So basically, they electronically fucking neutered ReACTIon and held us a hostage basically for a couple weeks. So it took me some time to sit down and figure out how to work within the parameters that they're saying I have to work within, and how to break their rules without actually letting them know that I'm breaking their rules. So it took me a little while to figure out how to fuck the man again, but I think I've done it, and I think we're gonna pull it off once again. So this was our test run tonight, and by the numbers, it looked like it went fucking stellar, and I will be back Friday, and then we'll do the halftime and the post-game show Sunday, and then it's back to business all week next week. But starting tomorrow, we're back live on all of our social media outlets. Make sure you join up the dark side and all of that. But that's where we've been for the last 2 weeks. So everybody that was messaging me, what happened to the page? Where did you go? Why are you not doing shows? It wasn't our choice. You think we're gonna step away when the Raiders are 3-2? We just beat the fucking Bears? The Chiefs are fucking losing? Come on, I would be milking that shit like a motherfucker. But I was silenced. And it's complete bullshit. Because the fact of the matter is, I'm a customer of Facebook. I've paid them to advertise my page. I've paid them to help boost the page at times when I was starting out. I've paid them to advertise certain videos, to advertise events we've had. They've made money off of my ass. So you to come to me now and say, oh, well, you can't do this, or you broke our little rules. When, what rules, motherfucker? There's no laws to this. There's nothing governing this besides, a group of motherfuckers that sit behind some wall somewhere and tell me what I can and can't do. And you don't even have a phone number that I can call and question you about it. So the fact that you get these arbitrary restrictions just slapped upon you when this is something, I mean, we put work into this fucking shit. And to have somebody come and just take that shit away was wrong on so many fucking levels. And I do not believe in any kind of censorship whatsoever. It's just against everything I stand for. And the fact somebody took something from me just infuriated me. But I think we figured it out. And Facebook, man, what the fuck? I don't understand how you get restricted for doing exactly what Facebook was invented to do. I don't get it. But whatever. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube. We're going to continue to use the tentacles that we have out in social media, and we're going to maximize each one of them to their fullest. And when you come to the page is going to be for the show. That's it. It's the heart, and it's what the Raider Reaction blood is. Check out the Raider Reaction website, RaiderReaction.com. I have my own forum on there, the Commissioner's Corner. So it's where I'll be speaking my mind. A lot more is on the website. We've got a lot of new vintage stuff that we've thrown up in the shop, as well as all of your Raider Reaction gear, man. If you ain't got some Raider Reaction gear, get on up on it. You need to get up on it. Get you some shirts, get you some stickers, get you some bracelets, get you some swag. Mark it up, mark it up. But we've added some more vintage stuff in there as well, and we've added more vintage stuff every week. I just dumped a bunch more stuff in there, and I just picked up a ton more vintage shit that I'm going to be throwing this in there as well. So check that out, but you really need to join the dark side, the Raider Reaction Empire, the official group of Raider Reaction. The Raider Reaction Hype Team is admin in that group. It is real, raw, uncensored. That is, man, if you're in there, you're going to know everything you need to know about the Silver and Black. If you're in our group and you watch this show, you're going to know everything you need to know about what's going on with the Silver and Black. And you're going to have a section here to talk with you. So, I can't thank you all enough. I was with basically having a technology stranglehold on Raider Reaction over the past 2 weeks. Going live tonight, what for all of us was a big mystery of what was going to happen and how it was going to come off. And it seems to have gone off without a hitch. And as long as this show posts afterwards, and I'm not restricted fucking 30 seconds after, all's good in the hood. But you never know. Just never know. So, I appreciate every damn one of you. I mean, I say that every show, but without the members of Raider Nation that stop in here and hang out with us here at Raider Reaction every night, we would just be some schmucks talking to ourselves, and every one of you are the reason we are here. So please share the page, follow us on all of our social media outlets, and we plan to pick the ball up. Apparently, we fumbled 2 weeks ago. Whether it was due to our own, doings or not, we fumbled. Now we got to pick up the fucking ball and run like hell, man. Run like hell. Run like hell. Because we got a lot of ground to make up. You knocked us down in one of the big turnarounds the Raiders have had in quite some time. And it was disgusting to not be able to come on here and relish in the glory of the post-game reaction with all of you when we beat the Bears. They took that away from me, and I will fucking never forget that. You fucking motherfuckers. I'll never forget that. You took that post-game reaction away from me. Because, man, that'd have been a good one. That'd have been a good one. But that's all right. Because I'm tuning up the post-game reaction for when we beat the Packers this week. It's going to be good. I got a feeling it's going to be good. Just a little feeling. I feel good about this Packers game. I was worried when I saw it a little bit at the beginning of the season because, the Packers are typically tough in Lambeau. But, man, watching the Packers this season, they are a paper champion. That fucking record is fraudulent. They're frauds. I don't believe in them. And I think you're going to see the real deal this weekend.
In your face, sucker!
Damn straight. Fuck that Lambeau Field. It's a shithole. Old ass shithole. Fuck that place. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. I am so sick of hearing all of the announcers just absolutely stroke Aaron Rodgers and tell us all how great he is. I'm so sick of it. The guy's got one Super Bowl. Okay, there's a lot of quarterbacks that got one Super Bowl. He's not the greatest, say, six slice bread. Quit telling me how fucking elite he is, because he ain't. He ain't even Eli fucking Manning. Fuck that guy. He's just got a better mustache. He does too if somebody throw the ball 2 lines. He's got Jimmy fucking Graham. And if he threw to that motherfucker yesterday, I would have won my fantasy game. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. The Raiders are coming to avenge my fantasy loss because of you, motherfucker, this week. They got my back. Damn straight. Man, I missed each and every one of you. I just want to give y'all a fucking big hug. I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to be back. I'm gonna make sure I don't get fucking silenced again. That's bullshit. Nobody puts the Commish in a corner. Nobody. Until next time. And don't forget, fuck the Chiefs. Until next time, which will be Friday. I won't be back until Friday. I'll be here for Black Friday. I got a fucking badass classic game for you. And then we'll be here for game day on Sunday. And then starting Monday next week, it's back to business as usual. Monday through Friday. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. Back to our regular schedule. I'm going to hook the Violators back up for our interview that we were supposed to have. We're going to reboot and get everything rolling again. Raffles to end every show next week. We're going to give some shit away. It's only going to cost you $1 to get a fucking ticket to get in. And we're going to be giving away lots of stuff, man. Like 5 or 6 items. And it's only going to cost you $1 to get a shot to win it. So every night next week, we are back. Thank each and every one of you. Till Friday, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation!